CIFF 2021, the Calgary International Film Festival, is a film festival held annually in Calgary, Alberta, in late September and early October. CIFF is the largest international film festival in Alberta and the sixth largest in Canada. This year, COVID-19 has totally changed the trajectory of how consumers and producers of movies go about viewing and making their film. My City Speaks to Me is curious to know how this industry will continue to thrive, creating unique contents that tells our stories from lived experiences. Hi, I'm Larry Ajayi, and I'm reaching now on channel 107.3.1 DT on people, places, and events. This is My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary International Film Festival Special Edition. CIFF operates on the traditional territories of 37 regions, which includes the Blackfoot First Nation tribes of Siksika, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley, and the Region 3 Métis Nation of Alberta. The first Calgary International Film Festival was held in the year 2000 for 6 days and was attended by 8,000 people. From then till now, attendance had more than quadrupled to over 35,000 for the expanded 11-day festival. The 2021 edition is taking place partially in person and virtually due to challenges of our time, the COVID-19. On this special episode, I'll be speaking with some local as well as international filmmakers, directors, and some members of staff of CIFF on how this festival began and where it's going. Like I do it on this show, don't move a muscle, stretch. We'll be right back. Still on My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary edition here at the Calgary International Film Festival. I'm with Stephen Campanelli, the director of Drinkwater. How are you, Stephen?
I'm good today, thank you very much.
Now, how do you come about the title, Drinkwater?
That's a good question. It's actually the name of the characters in the movie. Okay. And it's actually the name of one of the creators of the movie. Okay. So it's actually his last name is Drinkwater.
Drinkwater.
So, yeah.
That is amazing.
It's an original name.
Yeah, okay, so what is the story like?
The story is like a coming-of-age, quirky comedy about an awkward teenage boy that doesn't really quite fit in, and he meets a new girl in town, and he's trying to show her around, but he ends up discovering himself within it. And it's a homage to like the 80s movies, the John Hughes kind of film. So we're very happy to make it a fully Canadian movie to really showcase our amazing talent here in Canada.
That's amazing, and I'm assuming that you have some local artists here in Alberta. Also,
we do have some of the cast came from Alberta, a lot from BC where the film takes place and all that, but I'm very happy to be back in Alberta because I was here 3 years ago with my film Indian Horse. I did very well here, so we're hoping to have a repeat success with Drinkwater.
That's amazing. So after Drinkwater, what is the next project?
I don't know right now. I don't have anything on the books. I have a few scripts that I'm working on, but nothing complete yet. So I'm hoping to find something soon. I hope Drinkwater does very well here, and maybe I'll have some success from this festival.
Okay, so how long did it take you to produce this, to make this film? Shooting starts when and
Yes, well, we started shooting exactly a year ago.
Wow.
So 1 year from today, we started the pre-production and the filming, and then here we are today, a year later, having our world premiere here in Calgary. So
that's amazing.
Very cool. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Pleasure to meet you.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Still on My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary edition. I'm here with Daniel, the star actor in Drinkwater.
Yeah.
So Daniel, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm well.
Yeah.
So
nice
tell me, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So what role did you play in Drinkwater?
I play Mike Drinkwater. It's kind of based off a real guy who lives in Penticton. And I'm kind of an awkward weirdo.
All right.
In the movie.
So when you were approached to do this, when you were approached about this role, what was your reaction first?
Man, I was excited. I was excited to shoot it. It seemed like a really good crew, a really good cast. It just seemed like a really fun project. And I knew the film that Stephen Campanelli had done before, Indian Horse, was amazing. Yeah. And I just was stoked to work with him. Plus, he works with Clint Eastwood, so that's cool.
That is cool. Clint Eastwood is a legend.
This is cool, man.
Yeah, and if you can work with Clint Eastwood, you can work with,
He's looking good. You're looking good too.
Thank you very much.
This suit is.
Thank you very much. We'll try to do our best.
Yeah, you're doing it.
So, at what point in the movie that, yeah, I love this part? What part of the movie exactly? Like, yeah, this is the best part for me.
All the guys, the director and everything, they just let me just mess around and just be as dumb or as silly as I wanted to be. So there was just a couple points, I don't know, probably when I made some like Star Wars Episode 1 reference. I was like, I'm allowed to do that? Okay, this is really fun.
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thanks, Sammy.
This is Daniel, Drinkwater,
This is
here at the
Drinkwater.
Calgary International Film Festival.
Calgary.
Only on My City Speaks to Me.
My City Speaks to Me.
We'll be right back. Still on My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary edition here at the world premiere of Drinkwater. I'm here with Luke, the writer of Drinkwater. How you look?
I'm good, man.
How you doing?
So I'm happy to be here.
Now, where do you get the inspiration to write this story?
Well, it kind of goes back 40 years. There was a student film that my dad and his best friend Mike Drinkwater made in high school, and for 40 years, I heard all these stories about it. I finally saw it when I was like 8 or 12, somewhere in that range, and I loved it. And 2 years ago, I said, what if I rewrite this film and make it a new adaptation? And I guess I wrote the script with my co-writer Edward McDonald, and we just had a great time writing it, and the film was eventually made.
So, looking back at the production from the beginning of the shooting till the world premiere, what can you say that yes, my creative ability in writing has been translated well onto the large, so the big screen?
Oh, I think that the script to screen process was pretty incredible, and I think that's all thanks to our cast and crew, and especially Stephen Campanelli, a wonderful director. He really just took our script and elevated it to the next level, and I think it's a beautiful film, and our actors were just unbelievable. So I think it's really translated well.
Yeah. What word do you have for our audience out there who are aspiring to become a writer? What kind of word of encouragement do you have for them?
Just put your head down and I guess write.
Just
get
put your head down,
out there.
write.
Write what's close to your heart, something that you feel passionate about. And I think if you have the passion in your script and your words, the passion will be on the screen as well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
We're right back.
Thank you.
Still on My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary edition. I'm here with Louisa, one of the actresses in Drinkwater. How are you, Louisa?
Hi, how are you?
Lovely, looking nice.
Thank you very much.
I love this.
Thank you.
So what role do you play in this movie?
I play Wallace in the movie Drinkwater. She is a new girl at school in Penticton, BC. She's sort of like this fish out of water who just moved from the States after her mother just passed, and she befriends Mike because there's sort of these two sort of underdogs and people who make connection, and they decide to connect with each other. And yeah.
So what was the most fun thing you get to do on the set?
I think riding the bike.
Wow.
I got to ride the bike a lot while training with Mike for the marathon he runs, but I got to go on a cute little bike and didn't have to run at all, so that was a lot of fun.
So how long have you been acting?
I've been acting since I was really little. I started in theater, and then for the past 8 years now, I've been in film and television.
Okay, so there are some young women out there who are aspiring to become actors one day, who love to be in movies or to be in film.
Yeah.
What word of advice do you have for them?
Honestly, just keep the passion alive. Like, find stories that you're interested in. Find people that you're interested in, even just real life people and their stories, and really keep interested in the humanity behind everyone's story, because I think that's what will really drive you in a career anyway, in acting.
Thank you very much. I love that word. Keep the passion alive.
Absolutely.
And find stories that you're interested in.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You.
All right, we're right back. Welcome back. Still on My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary edition, here at the Calgary International Film Festival, at the world premiere of Disfluency. Now, I'm here with
Danny Mooney,
and
Anna Baumgart,
now you are the producer and the writer?
writer-director.
And director. How do you come about the title of this movie?
So, disfluencies, or normal speech disfluencies, are interruptions in how we talk. As humans, we don't speak in perfect fluent sentences. We pause, we stutter, and we use filler words like, totally, and we explore the use of sorry as a disfluency.
Wow. Director, when you heard about this, the first time you heard about this story, what was your reaction?
When I heard about it from Anna, I just knew that it was going to be something that was simultaneously entertaining as well as there's a really good social message behind it, and something that I felt like could really help some people. And I think when you can entertain people and help people at the same time, it's always a win. I think Anna wrote that line as well.
That's amazing. Now, today is the world premiere of this movie. How long does it take you to produce this movie? From like the first day on set, how long does it take you?
So the movie is based off of a short film that we shot in 2016, or 2017 actually. But the feature film process was about 2.5 years.
Wow.
Till now. So this is our first screening of the film, and we're really looking forward to getting it out to the world.
That is amazing. Now, if I know, I say this on my show all the time that there are aspiring directors, movie producers, and writers. What word of advice or encouragement do you have for them? You first.
For me, I would just say stick-to-itiveness. I think like you're gonna get knocked down over and over and over and over again in this industry, and just kind of eat those no's for breakfast and just know that yes will like make your career once you get there. And if you don't give up, you'll make your dreams come true.
Cool. And you?
I would say be smart in the sense of if you don't know something, seek advice, counseling, and mentors to kind of figure things out and get as many tools in your belt as you can. Danny is a mentor and a friend and all of these things to me, and I couldn't have done it without him. So definitely look to those around you that are skilled and talented.
I like that word. Seek for a mentor.
The Short to Feature Lab, which is run by Jim Cummings and Ben Wiesner of Vanishing Angle. So they were kind of our ultimate mentors. They've mastered the art of indie film funding and all of that. So we're really grateful to them too for that mentorship.
Thank you very much. Wish you the best of luck in this premiere. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back. Still on My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary International Film Festival Special Edition. I'm here with Kiana, the director of Long Distance. How are you, Kiana?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Lovely. So tell us about your story, about the movie.
Sure. So Long Distance is a short documentary. It's at its heart, it's about a Filipino couple, Nori and Derek. They're immigrants. They came to Canada a few years ago, and it's their story of being impacted by the Cargill COVID outbreak back in April 2020. It's about their love and their resilience, and it's set against the backdrop of migrant worker outbreaks across Canada, one of them being the Cargill outbreak. But yeah, it's a love story, but in the background it's also about systemic racism and issues of migration, a country that so proudly champions multiculturalism and human rights. Yeah,
the issue of racism, systemic racism is a major issue in our community. And I think filmmakers, writers, creatives should do more. So while you're doing this story, what inspired you in the first place to go this route in addressing this issue?
So when I first heard about the Cargill outbreak in April, I'd never heard about migrant workers, the temporary foreign worker program in Canada. It was the first time I saw the words in the news. I started to do more research, and I started to realize how exploitative the system is, and it made me really disappointed and angry. Because I'm a proud Canadian, I'm a proud first-generation Canadian. My parents are immigrants. We came to this country looking for something better, and like everyone else, but not everyone is fortunate enough to find it. And Canada can do a lot better in helping them find it. So as I did more research, I was talking to more people. I met Action Dignity and Mary Antonio, who was the director of that, and they introduced me to Nori and Derek. And once I met them, their story sort of took on a life of its own, and it's through them and their resilience that I was introduced into these topics of migrant workers and of Cargill and essential workers during the pandemic. And I just felt, the more I got to know them and their story, the more I felt like I needed to share it with the world.
Thank you very much for sharing this story with our world, because a little education here and there will go a long way in helping a community to understand the importance of how we can live together and rise above racism.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks.
Long Distance, Kiana. We'll be right back. Still on the red carpet here at the Calgary International Film Festival, only on My City Speaks to Me, the Calgary edition. I'm here with Laura.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So tell us the title of your film.
Undetectable follows the early rise of HIV in the early 80s and the stigma that was rooted within HIV at that time.
Okay.
And how that stigma is now affecting a proven strategy, treatment as prevention, from eradicating HIV/AIDS throughout the world.
Wow. So what inspired you to do this film?
It's an interesting story. I was doing a piece on someone else that had put him that had gone through conversion therapy, and I said, oh, and he was working in an HIV clinic, and I said, oh, why did you choose to work at an HIV clinic besides, identifying queer? And he said, well, when I grew up, I never heard of HIV, and so I was shocked because he was 26 years old.
Wow.
He was raised in a traditional Christian home, but still there's no education about this, and this history is being very quickly lost. And so I thought I hopefully could do something about it.
Wow. So how was the cast and crew on set? How are they receptive to the, production, the project, the story?
We have a great team. The project has been supported all the way through by Calgary Gay History Project, Kevin Allen. Calgary Arts Development through the History Project was kind enough to support the film. Alberta Media Fund was supported, and of course TELUS Original is a TELUS Originals film.
Okay.
And so executive producer Michelle Wong, Kevin Allen, Jennifer Steele, and Jordan Bosch, who won an AMPIA yesterday for the film. It was a great team, and we're very lucky to work together.
Now, I get to ask this question from directors and producers and writers that there are some individuals who are aspiring to become a writer, a producer, or a filmmaker. What word of advice do you have for them?
I think that partnership and reaching out to people is always great. I think we're at a really interesting time within the Alberta industry that people are looking to meet new people, to expand their teams.
Okay.
So I think partnerships, even if you have your own script, having an experienced producer, having an experienced director of photography will always make your work better, and then hopefully show your vision as best as it can be.
Thank you very much for your time. Still on My City Speaks to Me here at the Calgary International Film Festival red carpet. I'm here with Melaine, the screenwriter for Alone. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm excited.
Tell us about this project.
This film came to the teams to us in 2016, where in Quebec there was a massive arrivals of refugees.
Okay.
And in the media, people have a lot of question and a lot of fear too. And then we start to see who's coming in Quebec, and then we realize that a lot of kids are coming alone.
Okay.
So without their parents. And then I was thinking, okay, well, who can be alone or who can be afraid of kids? So we decided to tell their story, and then we found three person who arrived alone in Canada in the last years.
How long did it take you to finish this project?
4 years.
4 years.
So years.
Between that time, you've been documenting those stories, making research, and all of that.
Yeah, because we have to find these kids. They are not a tag. So we have to find them, and after we try to really understand what they've been through. So
from where they're coming from. And to get to Canada.
So we have to take time
to
make confidence. It's not easy. So we take our time with them, and then after we just sit and
basically build trust with them, so that they will feel comfortable when you are telling their stories.
Because it's not easy story. When you're living at 14, 15, 16 years old, it's not because you want to live.
Now, how do you think we're doing enough as a nation in supporting our refugees or those who are coming in here, our immigrants?
It's a good question. Maybe I'm not the good person to answer that, but we still can do better for sure.
Yeah.
We can, like in Quebec, we have a good system for young refugees, for unaccompanied minors, but in the rest of Canada, it's harder for them.
And I think because these sort of stories help to highlight the potentials and the challenges these refugees and immigrants are going through. And I think this is a good film for everybody to go see, so that when they see someone in that situation, they can actually be they can respond to them in a better way, relate with them, because like you said, it is not easy to tell that kind of story. Some of them are filled with pain, with anguish. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. From me and my team, I want to say thank you for allowing us to share your space as you watch this episode. Please leave a note on my page for me to know that you stopped by. And don't forget to kindly like, subscribe, and share this video. Until I come again your way with more exciting episode of My City Speaks to Me from around Canada, like I do it on this show. Don't move a muscle. Stretch. See you around. Bye for now.